The hill overlooking town. You came here at Rise's request, as she says she likes it here. When I first go to town, I used to sit here and do nothing. I would just listen to the sound of the river, the sound of the birds, the sound of the rain. I felt I could forget Reset and find myself that way. But... Senpai, have you ever thought that you're pushing yourself too far, or that you were just acting? Sometimes.
Oh.
I see, but I guess that makes sense. No one can be their normal self all the time, huh? Lisa is smiling sadly. I feel like I've been able to relax after coming to Inaba. Meeting all of you, laughing together, watching the store, reading comics, playing with the cat. When I was at my parents' house, I was on my best behavior around them. Oh, but Grandma doesn't ask me anything. You know, like why I quit or what I'm thinking of doing next. She just talks about tofu. She says, I'm like tofu. I had to ask her what that meant. The way she explained it, tofu looks weak and fragile, but it's actually pretty resilient. Even though it stands out because it's not like any other food, it can be mixed in with any recipe or flavor. Tofu is incredible. I'm nothing like that. I was actually bullied at school before I made my debut. I wasn't good at talking and always looked at my feet. I was alone the entire time. Trifft das nicht auch auf Leute zu, Christian? But I didn't have a problem with that. No one expected anything of me. And then the application my relative sent without telling me passed the first audition. Moment, without telling you? I wasn't interested in being an idol, but I wanted the chance to change myself. And just by chance, I won. When it happened, I panicked, thinking maybe I should turn their offer down. Then I thought, if I appeared on TV, I could make friends. That was literally the only reason I went through with it. After a while, I realized something. The person everyone likes, the one they say hi to on the street, that's not the real me. Reset is the one everyone likes, the fictional character they sold to the public. It's the same with you, isn't it? You don't have to deny it, I won't be mad. You're with me right now because I'm Reset, yeah? No. I'm sorry, that wasn't a fair question. But I'm happy you said so. Lisa smiles weakly. When I got back to school after my debut, no one bullied me. I was happy at first with people I didn't even know talking to me, but they weren't suddenly interested in Lisa Kujikawa. They wanted to hang out with Reset. The bullying stopped, but I felt like none of them saw the real me. In my heart, I've always thought, this isn't the real me. Funny, huh? I was the one who wanted to change and... But none of that matters now. I'm done being Reset. Now I have people who know the real me. Plus, I have power that can help everyone. I love that. This time I'm going to change into a Lisa that everyone can like. Keep an eye out for her, senpai. Lisa is smiling. You feel that you understand Lisa even more. Kam mal Level 5 hier. Ooh, healing wave. What's this then? All party members will recover a small amount of HP at the end of battle. Nicht schlecht.
I'll see you later.
Was machen wir jetzt? Wieder Dingsbums. Going to become closer soon. Okay. Yasogami Music Room. You attended band rehearsal. You played your trumpet with passion. Samegawa Riverbank. After practice, Ayane took you here. Senpai! Over here! This is where I usually practice. There's never anyone around, so I can relax while I play. Sorry for dragging you out here on such short notice, but I thought it would be easier for me to tell you something here.
I think I need to start being more selfish.
Okay, warum sagst du ausgerechnet das jetzt mit Synchronstimme? For as long as I can remember, I've never expressed my opinions. I've let them just build up inside me. I was trying to protect myself from conflicts by just avoiding them. But die armen Fische. But sometimes arguing about something and talking through it is what makes a relationship stronger, I think. I'm finally starting to see that.
Well, no, that's not true.
Warum sagst du das jetzt wieder mit Synchronstimme? I've known that all along, but I was too scared to admit it. I was afraid of speaking my mind and getting shut down. I didn't want anyone to hate me.
That's why I thought I could avoid getting hurt by just going with the flow. It was the easiest way out.
Hat die Synchronsprecherin da irgendwie 80% der Zettel verloren und nur den Rest noch eben aufgenommen? But then you came along and made me realize I was just pretending not to see what I was doing. I've been keeping a lot of unpleasant emotions buried inside. In fact, the real me can be pretty selfish. I want people to notice me, but I never make the first move. Selfish, right? That's me. That's why when I think about the other day and how I threw away everything you did for me, I feel guilty. But you helped me do a lot of things I couldn't have done on my own. I pushed myself past my limits, and on top of that I got to hang out with someone I really care about. But most importantly, you made me look myself in the eye. I never could have done that alone. You helped me hear my own voice.
So from now on,
Yep.
I'm not gonna pretend that I don't care what happens anymore.
I'll express my opinion, say what I think, and if that gets me on someone's bad side, then that's that. If I want to get what I want in life, I've got to speak my mind. I owe it all to you, Satoru-senpai. Thank you. Ayana is smiling cheerfully. It seems you were able to help guide Ayana through her problems. That being said, there's something else. Uh-oh. Ayana's blushing. Senpai, You have a hunch what you wants to say. Yeah, change the subject. You change the subject and relieve the tension. Never mind. Well, I better get home. So goodbye.
Goodbye.
He parted with Ayana and went home. Das kommt doch so oder so. Classes have ended for today. Nanako is in no condition to be visited. Hiermit bitte. Die machen sowieso einem alle schöne Augen. Ob man will oder nicht. Nur es ist halt, man sollte dann eigentlich nur bei einer auch dazu Ja sagen. Wie sieht's mit euch aus? Bei euch war auch noch nicht ready to advance, oder? Wie gibt's denn sonst noch? Kanji. Stimmt, ich wollte doch nachts mal gucken, ob einer von denen da rumsteht. Ja, dann nehme ich halt einen von euch. Jetzt hier machen wir wieder Musik. Da, los. Und jetzt gehe ich mal nach draußen. Oder kann ich jetzt wieder Tutor Job weitermachen? Oh, kann ich. Okay, dann hat das jetzt Vorrang. Ich werde am nächsten Abend, wo ich keinen Tutor Job habe, vergesse ich wieder, dass ich rausgehen und nach anderen gucken wollte. E-Tutor Shoe.
Like this?
Forms a circle here with a radius equal to the base of the triangle, and the height is, He began to explain the problem to him in an easily understood manner. You expert, Gibt's wieder Käsekuchen? What do you think of your school? Oh, it's fun. I thought so. Shu looks disappointed. Huh? Moving on to other matters. There's a transfer student in my class. He looks down on everything here and says we're all a bunch of hicks living in the boonies. Everyone ignores him. Make friends with him? Not sure if that's a good idea. Ich meine, vielleicht ändert er dann seine Meinung. I'm a transfer student too.
Huh?
Oh, is that so? I didn't know. Shu seems surprised. Oh, that's why, Shu thinks. School is a pain. All my classmates are stupid, and the lessons they try to teach are absolutely pointless.
Your
Your
lessons
lessons.
are a lot easier to understand.
It seems that Shu is slowly opening up to you. You feel that your relationship with Shu has deepened. Oh, time's up. This is a good spot to finish, actually, so let's just end it for today.
Take care now.
Jupp. Ganz cool, dass wir da so viel Geld kriegen. Das wir total nötig haben. Na, wer ist jetzt? Ei? Ah, ich hab's geahnt. Oh, Satoru, do you have time today? Ja, okay. Können wir machen. Na, ist jetzt vorbei. Yasogami High Rooftop. You climb the steps with Ai, who seems depressed.
You know,
I've been thinking. I think we need to break up. Oh, okay. Because you're so kind to me. You're such a great guy and you're so good to people. I thought maybe I could learn to love you. I'm sorry. You mean a lot to me. That's why I feel like I have to tell you that. You shouldn't be going out with a girl like me. I hate myself. All I do is hurt the people I care about, just like I'm doing right now. I'm so worthless. Genau, Christian. Satoru, how can you say such nice things to me, of all people? Ai is crying. You're very close to my heart, Satoru, you really are. I don't want to lose you, that's why I'm so scared of being in a relationship with you. I'm sure you'll eventually hate me and then you'll leave me. Ich meine, wir haben ja sowieso nur aus Versehen darauf geklickt. You can't live in fear. I'm not that strong. I know I'm being self-centered. I know what I'm saying is selfish. But even though I know that, I still want you to be by my side. Is there any way that we could just be friends? Sure.
thank you.
Ai looks relieved. I open up to you about her true feelings. No matter the result, you feel you understand her better now. Let's go home. You decided to go home. Das war dann wohl auch, warum du Oh, ach, unser Paket. Warum du meintest, dass es nicht schlimm ist, dass ich da aus Versehen die Beziehung mit der auch noch angenommen habe, wo ich das gar nicht wollte. Ich habe ja sogar schon nice Shoes. Na toll, hätte ich mir das ja auch sparen können. Was war das noch? Red Battlesuit. Oh, das ist natürlich nicht schlecht. Das nehmen wir doch gleich mal. $34, wow. Vielleicht sollte ich mal wieder Sachen verkaufen gehen. So, jetzt gucke ich aber mal, ob Yosuke oder irgendwer draußen ist. Ja, es geht in dem Spiel natürlich einfacher als im echten Leben. Wie, jetzt ist keiner hier? Kann ja auch nicht sein. Irgendwer? Ja, toll. Ausgerechnet die ich schon auf Level 10 habe. Was machst du denn, wenn ich mit dir hier rede? Starting to get pretty cold these days. I finished training for the night, so I was wandering around before heading home, but if you want, I don't mind hanging out. Das bringt überhaupt nichts, aber ich habe jetzt auch keine andere Idee. That's what I'm talking about. Chia seems happy.
Sheesh.
Ah, the Culture Festival. My skin still crawls thinking about it. Außerdem gibt es ja immer noch Texte, die ich nicht kenne dadurch. A swimsuit competition? Really? Sheesh, that Teddy. And on top of that, what was the idea lining us up next to an active idol? You look the best. Ja, deswegen meinte ich neulich auch schon mal, dass es eigentlich ganz cool wäre, wenn es in dem Spiel nach Level 10 noch so ein paar Kleinigkeiten gibt, die man mit den Leuten vielleicht machen kann. Weil das muss ja jetzt auch nichts gigantisch, kein neuer halber Roman sein, der da passiert. Aber so wie es halt im Moment ist jetzt auch nur wirklich Motzen auf hohem Niveau. Ich finde die Persona-Spiele ja total super und auch das mit den Social Links eigentlich voll gut. Es hat halt nur eben genau diesen einen Nachteil. Immer wenn man dann gerade auf Level 10 ist und sich so quasi so super versteht, wie nur irgendwie geht, ist das dann immer der Punkt, wo man gezwungenermaßen sagt, so, mit dir werde ich jetzt nie wieder Zeit verbringen. Weil die Zeit ja sowieso schon immer so knapp in dem Spiel ist und man dann natürlich so optionale Sachen normalerweise nicht macht. Me? Oh, come on, don't joke like that, huh?
Sheesh.
Hey, that's no fair. You always beat me to it and say the things I want to hear. That's even more embarrassing than going out in front of everyone in a swimsuit. Chia is laughing, her face bright red. But that cross-dressing pageant got everyone really excited. I did feel kind of guilty, but the spectacle was so worth it. Indeed it was. You enjoyed your idle chat with Chia. You feel your relationship is growing stronger. Yeah. Is this late already? I wish I could stay with you longer, but we can't, huh? Almost forgot. Yeah, I want you to have this.
From me to you.
From me to you. Passion Candy. Ooh. It's nothing much, but I thought you might... Das könnte auch irgendwie so ein Euphemismus für Kondom sein. Passion Candy. Es ist halt auch eingepackt. Und man holt es aus der Verpackung raus. Und dann gibt's leckere Passion-Zeit. Ich finde, wir sollten jetzt alle Kondome nur noch Passion Candy nennen. Well, I guess we should get going.
Good night.
You walked Chia to her house and had some fun with the Passion Candy. Ja, habt ihr wieder ein neues Wort gelernt. Passion Candy. You overhear students talking. Ja, gut, dann weih ihn ein. Wow, look at those clothes, man. I shouldn't have had so much other stuff this morning. Don't even know what it was. Just injected it right into my veins. I think should actually smoked it instead. But man, I'm high. Also, I heard the weather's going to get worse starting tomorrow, or was it yesterday? I don't even know what day is today. Is it night right now? Don't tell me the fog's going to come back. Give me a... One of these days I'm going to get hurt in the dark on my way home from cram school. Why don't I start walking you home tomorrow, Senpai? Rausholen auf. Wirf ihn aufs Bett, dann wirf das Ding auf ihn drauf und sag genau das dazu. Oh Gott, sie. I want you all to know, I'm not motivated to do anything right now. Und das unterscheidet sich inwiefern genau von sonst. Soon as you discover something's wrong, the sorrow's just gonna stick with you. Really, don't rush into marriage. Not that young people... Ja, das wäre dann wirklich etwas so weird. Not that young people like you would understand until after you made the mistake. I just want a beer. Speaking of marriage and beer, sollte die das wirklich mit ihren Schülern besprechen? Alcohol has to do with the roots of the word bridal. Was wie? Do you know how, Hanamura-kun? What? Why me? Hey, wait, what was the question? Is that even in the textbook? The roots of what? Wahrscheinlich Sake. No, it comes from bright ale. Oh, okay. It seems this came about because in England ale was drunk during festivals and merry gatherings. So total was Neues, hat's ja noch nie gegeben. And you can't get through a marriage without a drink or two anyway. What does this have to do with math? Thanks though, I wasn't listening at all. You embarrassed Yosuke. Schon wieder. Can I borrow some of your time today? I want to talk to you. Okay. Thank goodness. I'll see you later then. You decided to spend the afternoon. Okay. The hill overlooking town. I wanted to go somewhere quiet, so you brought her here. This is the first time I've been here. Kinda silly, huh? It's so close by. It's amazing how small my house looks from up here. I still haven't figured it out. I want to find at least one redeeming quality in myself, something that proves my worth or gives me a reason to live. I don't understand why I'm here, especially after I started thinking I'd be better off dead. But I did finally realize a few things. First, that I was just pretending to be brave, and second, that there was a kind soul trying to save me. I came to the conclusion that if I meet more people like you in my future, then maybe it's okay to keep on going. I felt like that in itself was a good enough reason to live. Still, I'm not good at being alone. I know it's a lot to ask, but will you stay by my side? Of course. Thank you. I'm sorry I only asked because I needed to hear you say it. Here, take this. Obtained compact? What's this then? I've carried that thing around ever since I decided to change who I was. I could check myself whenever I wanted, to make sure I was still pretty all the time. Ist das ein Spiegel oder was? But now I don't need it. Because from now on, people like you will be my mirror. Okay. I'll look for my reflection in you, so that I'll never forget who I am. I won't be able to lie to myself anymore.
Thank you.
Thank you. Your eyes taught me how to do that. You're the only one.
You're the only one who didn't pay attention to the rumors flying around about me. You saw me as I am.
You feel a deep bond has formed. Oh, und wieder auf Level 10. We bestow on the ability to create. If it's okay with you, I want to stay friends. Good friends, of course. I'll do my best to make sure you don't think otherwise either. I sound really ridiculous now, don't I? Let's go get some food somewhere.
See you again.
You spent a long time with I before heading home. Tutor time. Ich soll auch mal wieder speichern, fällt mir gerade auf. Das kann ich ja hier machen. So kann man das natürlich auch formulieren. Oh, wer steht da hinten rum? Na egal. Tutor time. You helped choose study. You thoroughly explained the materials. Oh, 10.000. Genau, 10.000. 10.000. Oder 10.000. Oh, jetzt regnet es schon wieder. Gibt es vielleicht heute Band Practice? Voll oft, wenn es regnet, ist kein Band Practice. Oh, da fällt mir ein, ich wollte doch hier mal meine Sachen verkaufen wieder. Welcome, it's raining today. Ja, ist mir egal. Verkauf alles. Oh, 36.000 Yen. Und was gibt's? Oho, was zur Hölle? Ohori no Mikoto, okay. Cortesia. Oh, das war's schon wieder. Was war das jetzt gerade? Oh. Für Yosuke. Wow, okay. Das nehme ich. Das nehme ich auch. Ansonsten haben, glaube ich, alle schon so quasi die besten Sachen. Was ist mit Rüstung? Gibt es da vielleicht nochmal was Besseres für den armen Teddy vor allem? Warum habt ihr immer noch nur Chainmail? Was muss ich denn machen, damit er mir bessere Rüstung macht? Das verstehe ich nicht. Ich würde Teddy nämlich gerne mal wieder benutzen, aber der kippt ja bei jedem Schlag auch sofort tot um. Wahrscheinlich müsste ich dafür noch mehr in die Dungeons gehen und Sachen verkaufen. Das könnt ihr vielleicht mal offscreen machen. Ham, yam, 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 ham, yam, yam. Gibt's bitte wieder Diligence? Yes. Ah ja, too bad, mister. Come back soon, thank you. Gucken, wer heute so in der Stadt unterwegs ist. Wobei, ist überhaupt jemand unterwegs, wenn es regnet? Ist wahrscheinlich keiner da. Sieht nicht so aus. Ja, dann gehe ich nach Hause und mache mal wieder Umschläge. Ah, speichern wollte ich auch mal wieder. Hatte ich das vorhin? Doch, hatte ich glaube ich vorhin schon gemacht. Ist das immer so schwer, ist die Treppen hier hochzugehen? You know, feeling, make up a song about folding. Haha. Wow, habe ich sogar jetzt doppeltes Geld für gekriegt. Es regnet das schon wieder. The rain doesn't seem to be letting up this morning. Ist heute vielleicht Band Practice? Nein, natürlich nicht. Dann gehen wir direkt wieder zu ja. Genau, das ist mein Lied. Dachchen. Der denkt sich auch mittlerweile, warum kommt der Typ hier so oft hin? Mist. Kein Diligence. Nur Zeug, das schon Maximum ist. Fuck. Aber morgen regnet es ja auch wieder. Wenn ich das vorhin richtig gesehen habe. Gut. Tutor Time. Hätte ich auch gleich in der Stadt bleiben können. You helped choose study. You thoroughly explained the materials. Nicht materials. Ja. Ich wette, die Hanna, wie heißt die Hanako? Die schafft die Challenge bestimmt 3-mal am Tag. You have the day off from school. What should you do? Oh, kaufen wir mal wieder was. Angel Skirt oder Soma. Keine Ahnung, was Soma ist. Angel Skirt it is. Außer halt das Soma aus Brave New World. Das hieß doch auch so. Glaube ich. Let's go eat even more. Wenn alle meine Stats auf Maximum sind, gehe ich einfach immer im Meer schwimmen, wenn es regnet. Mir fällt jetzt sonst auch nichts Besseres mehr ein. Ich kann halt in den Dungeon gehen, aber das finde ich eigentlich eher cool für, weiß nicht, offscreen oder vorm Stream. Fuck. Hab ich bisher wohl Glück gehabt, dass Diligence immer mitgestiegen ist. Oh.
And now the weather. The week ended on
on a wet note as rain clouds moved into the area.
Ach so, das war jetzt wahrscheinlich... Ja, das war jetzt wieder der letzte Tag, an dem man Nanako hätte retten können.
As a result, a thick fog is expected to form in the Inaba region later tonight.
It seems the fog will set in tonight. Ja, das ist natürlich ein Argument mit Naruto im Katzenkostüm. Das ist schon was. Ich finde, die sollte das auch im normalen Spiel tragen können. It's midnight. The fog has set in. No one is appearing on the Midnight Channel. Nanako has been rescued and you were able to arrest the culprit. There's probably no need to watch the Midnight Channel anymore. Das ist doch toll. Fog is covering the town. The fog from yesterday is still there this morning.
Oh, there he is!
Take a look at this. Namatame's in today's paper.
The front page's headline article says that Namatame has regained consciousness. Today before dawn, the suspect Taro Namatame, who had been confined in a local hospital, regained consciousness. In response to police questioning, he testified that he is sorry for what he has done and was scared. From here on, the police are hoping to solve the entire case, based on the suspect's depositions.
So it's finally over.
Yeah, seriously. I wish we could have done it sooner. Isn't the fog kind of thick this morning? And it's so chilly.
Ich meine, es ist halt schon
Rarely
fast
gets
Dezember.
this cold in November.
Oh, it's you guys. Perfect timing. I just got a call from the hospital.
Oh.
They said that starting today, it's okay to visit Nanako-chan.
Yay!
So she's getting a little better. Thank goodness.
Not as thick as you.
Oh, is that today's paper? So you already know about him.
Oh, mich interessiert tatsächlich, what is he charged with?
2 counts of kidnappings and murder and 5 counts of attempted murder. Those are serious crimes. I think it'll go down in history as one of the worst sprees in Japan. He's still mentally unstable, but we're slowly piecing together a story. This is still a secret, but I guess it's okay to tell you guys.
Ja, immer, ey.
You know that diary we found? There were entries about Miss Yamano and Miss Konishi in it. Looks like Namatame had been making advances on Miss Konishi.
That son of a bitch!
Yeah, well, I'm gonna head to the hospital now. Dojima-san's recovering too, so I need to go over a few things about this case with him.
Yosuke.
Sorry, I'm alright. Namatame's been caught. He can't hurt anyone now. But forget him. Let's all go visit Nanako-chan after school.
Of course.
Let's tell the others once we get to school.
Just a reminder, the finals are next week. How's your studying going? Though you may be very busy with your studies, make sure you keep up your personal grooming. Every year some boys come stumbling into class with stubble on their chins. Of course, their 5 o'clock shadow is more a 5-day shadow. Speaking of facial hair, some nations used to impose a tax on facial hair. What? In 18th century Russia, they also had a hat tax, bath tax, laundry tax, chimney tax, and more to fund their military. Those sure were taxing times. Be sure to take this down. You never know what'll be on the test, just like you never know what'll be taxed next. You listen to the lecture intently. Na sowas.
Nanako, everyone's here to see you.
Bro.
Talking still seems painful for her. Nevertheless, Nanako looks happy.
Dojima-san! How many times does this make it today? Dojim? I understand that you're worried about your daughter, but you still need your rest too.
Sorry.
Are your injuries that bad?
Well, my wounds have just closed up, and it seems I have a couple of fractures as well.
I'm sorry. I'll wheel him back to his room immediately.
What are you apologizing for?
It's almost time for your checkup, so make sure you're back in your room before then.
Big bro.
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm so glad.
Nanako closed her eyes with a relieved expression. She seems to have fallen asleep. You received an explanation concerning Nanako's condition from the doctor.
Her condition is stable for now, but I never thought I'd say this as a doctor, but we still can't figure out the cause of Nanako-chan's symptoms. That's why we can only administer temporary treatments to alleviate her current pains.
But she's not in danger anymore, is she?
She's regained consciousness, but we can't let our guard down yet. All we can do for now is to monitor her condition closely.
Adachi, how's it going with Namatame?
Well, he's awake now, but he's in no condition to tell us anything useful. We only get a little time each day to interrogate him, so we're stuck until his strength recovers.
I see. I should get back to work as soon as possible. Hopefully by then, Nanako will be out of the hospital.
I think Nanako-chan can get more peace and quiet if she stays here. It's so foggy out, and there's been some weird rumors going around. Seems like no one knows why there's so much fog in town.
It's true. The number of patients complaining about fog-related health problems has increased, which is quite unusual.
Is the fog poisonous?
I can't say for sure that it has no effect on the human body. It certainly could be a psychological effect. People's anxiety over the fog could cause problems.
Ja, kann ich mir auch denken.
But as far as the fog's chemical makeup, well, that's not my field, so I can only speculate. What concerns me is that transportation of our medical supplies has been delayed due to the fog.
Das ist natürlich nicht so cool.
Health problems. That's just ridiculous. Anyone who says that is just blowing smoke.
Nanako has somehow regained consciousness, but it seems that it will take more time until she fully recovers. Namatame's interrogation that has finally begun. The fog that won't lift, and people's mysterious health problems. For now it seems that you can only watch and wait to see how things will turn out. Normaler Nebel, ja, aber der scheint ja irgendwie so ein bisschen mysteriös zu sein, ne?
Isn't this weather strange? How could it be lasting so long?
Vor allem geht er jetzt irgendwie nicht mehr weg.
I've never seen anything like it.
I wonder what's causing it. It's so creepy. I heard that a friend of mine's son got sick from the fog and collapsed. You know how sensitive children are to that sort of thing.
I heard something too. They say an old man was driving through the fog and got into an accident.
Gut, das ist natürlich eine etwas direktere Gefahr.
What? Did he lose control?
Der sieht, wenn das mal einfach nicht genug sieht.
Well, he'd never been in an accident or even gotten a ticket before, so something seems off. Isn't that scary?
I've even heard there are experts saying it's poisonous. I wonder if that's true.
Do you think it's,
Das ist doch...
you know, because of that global warming thing?
Das ist schon hier drin. Das ist doch Yukikos Stimme, das andere.
I've even heard there are experts saying it's poisonous. I wonder if that's true.
Das ist Yukikos Synchronsprecherin, die versucht älter zu klingen.
This town's changed a lot over the years. I wish the government would step in and do something about this.
Könnte das die aufgetakelte Lehrerin sein?
Oh, I agree completely. If we're going to pay taxes, I expect the authorities to do their jobs.
This fog is poison! It's a gas filled with viruses!
Oh Gott, jetzt geht's los.
Don't inhale the fog or you'll die!
Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna help.
He's not the first one like that I've seen lately.
Poisonous gas, though?
Oh, I'm sure it's not true.
Oh.
Is something wrong?
Oh my. I think I'm coming down with something.
You can't be serious. Oh, that's right. I needed to do some grocery shopping. Well then.
Schnell weg hier. Hm?
Business has been so slow lately.
Mal wieder speichern. Und rausgehen. Vielleicht ist ja jetzt mal wieder jemand da, mit dem ich abhängen kann, um dann auch den Level zu steigern. Wow, die Musik. Hat sich ein bisschen geändert. Yo.
Senpai!
Wow, pretty lucky I happened to run into you at this hour. I just finished helping out at the store. Lisa seems bored. She might appreciate it if you talk with her. Okay. Yay, I get to spend time with you. Lisa seems happy.